What is currently happening, programs? I'm not in my studio in Melbourne, Australia this week. I'm actually recording this from my mum's car in Hamilton, New Zealand. Sure. So for this week, there'll be no intro, just info, the slowest internet ever, and a weird rash that's come up on my... never mind. Today, I'm going to cover off the main events to keep you in the loop. So stay locked, enjoy, and welcome to the Grid VR live from a small blue car in a garage really far, far away. Epic. Sprint Vector, the competitive parkour multiplayer racing game from Servios, is out and it's bloody hectic and something special. Blaze past and gun down up to 8 competitors with various weapons and items, including glove blasts and power-ups as you tear ass through the vector blades of an intergalactic star in front of a galactic audience. The locomotion system will see you swing your arms and push buttons to maneuver your way through the maps and drift around corners like a red-hatted Italian in a cartoon cart. This results in reduced motion sickness, more sweat, loads of burnt calories, and arms so strong you'll be able to punch your way through a paper towel. A massive amount of fun. Rift users will need touch controllers, Vive users wands, and PSVR players will need move controllers to get involved in this color-blinding, leotard-friendly dash fest across the map. And there is a 20% discount up until next Friday, so check the links in the description. Townsmen VR, the early access god game from Handy Games, is out now and will see you filling the boots of a god of an individually incapable race of farm hicks, as is the fashion with most god games. Relocate your minions by simply picking them up and moving them around, keep them busy and train them up so that they can defend your floating ball of dirt from the Black Knights, who aim to rape your land and pillage your woman, or something like that. A recommended title in this genre for sure. This one is up on Steam right now and it's only $10 and supports Oculus Rift and HTC Vive headsets. Approved. Maxillo has been added again since his Spider-Man web slinging and swinging demo I covered in an episode of The Grid last year. This time, the Unbreakable Gumball is an open-world sandbox superhero game where you swing around the city as a gumball girl on gum lines while you shoot gumballs, chew ability-enhancing gum, and float around on gum bubbles. A free-to-play pre-alpha demo is over on itch.io for both Rift and Vive users, and there is a link in the description if you like what you see on screen now. The Humble Bundle store has some wicked deals with up to 60% off on some great VR titles, and I've put a link in the description for that one. Definitely worth checking out at the very least, as these aren't just scrap. There are a lot of titles here you'll likely want if you don't own them already. 11 Table Tennis is free to play for the next 36 hours or so, and also has a 50% discount on Steam. So absolutely give this one a crack, as it's the best at what it does and a lot more fun than you may initially think. Space Channel 5, the dancing music video game published back in December of '99 by Sega for the Dreamcast and PlayStation 2, is set to come to the HTC Vive. A bit of a cult classic due to the sheer amount of people who love to save hostages from aliens with their best head bobs and hip swings to groovy beats. Though if it were me, I'd be more like... Sairento, the Cyber Ninja VR slasher that will actually make you feel like a legit badass, has exited early access and the full release is up on the Steam store right now. I'll have a full review on this one in the coming weeks, but what I'll say right now is it is actually as good as it sounds, and there are links in the description if you want to see what the hype has always been about. On top of that, there is a 15% discount on both the Humble Bundle deals I mentioned earlier and on the Steam store until next Friday. Proving that less is more, Intel is developing their own wearable AR tech called the Vaunt smart glasses. The prototype essentially projects information like you would get from your smartwatch directly onto your eyeballs because fuck distance. Well, actually, that's not entirely correct. It paints the image onto the back of your retina, which is much better. Insanely low-powered laser though, so not to worry. They fit and feel like regular glasses and have none of that super geek shit that Google's Glass had, like a camera that screams, "I'm looking at you," all the time. Now, I don't know how this will all pan out, but what I do know is that this tech looks very handy, and whatever iteration of this tech succeeds, I don't want to look like a fucking knob with one bung eye when wearing it, and I want them to feel like normal glasses. Intel's Vaunt smart glasses are a definite step in the right direction there, in my opinion at least, and there is a link in the description to a Verge article if you want to know more of the gory details. Also, Fallout 4 has hit 100,000 users according to Steam Spy, which is a large number for a VR audience, so congrats to Bethesda on that one. VReal, the streaming service designed specifically for VR users, has raised $11.7 million in Series A funding, which should go a long way to see something that could aid VR streaming in a big way come to fruition. I love the idea of this app. Check their website in the description and let me know what you think. And on a serious note, Hugh Hancock, the founder of Machinima.com and the developer of Left Hand Path, a Dark Souls inspired VR RPG, has passed away earlier in the week. So I'd like to take a moment of silence for the man who brought us some great short films built on the Machinima medium and more recently quality VR content. Thanks all. Check the links in the description if you want to know more about this man and his accomplishments. And finally, the Matterport camera makes it easy for you to scan your home into VR and then be in your real reality home in virtual reality. Additionally, a Reddit user has simulated a Hololens in VR, so you can have augmented reality and virtual reality to really virtually augment your virtual reality really. Now, I don't know where this is all going, but what I do know is that if you lot cross the fucking streams, then we're all gonna... And that's this week on The Grid VR. If you have more you would like to add, then hit me up in the comments below and let's discuss. And if you like this video, then crush that like button, hit the XO logo to subscribe if you wanna, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace! Get me out of this car!